Looking through the lens. Images of friends looking through the lens.
I'm going to say that before recording.
It's very funny, isn't it, Theo?
Yes. Okay, we're live now, guys. Well, not live, but we're recording.
All right. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Through the Lens.
Hell yeah.
We've got the same people as last week. Patronus Gold, which is me.
No way, it's not you.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
No.
Okay, we got Sun Dude, who just said no. And we've got Zephyros. Do you want to say something?
Yo. It's the Z to the E to the F to the R to the O to the S. Back at it again.
Disease.
Yeah, Z. Is it a Z or a Z?
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a nickname. Germ. That sound good?
What?
Germ.
Germ.
Bacteria. What do you want?
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go.
All right, moving on.
So, Hamilton recently came out on Disney Plus, yeah?
Yeah, due to the current pandemic, Broadway's been closed. So we got to experience it in our comfort of our own homes. Yeah.
That's right.
Funny thing, it was like the first actual musical that I fully watched. It wasn't just like, okay, Jack is gonna continuously tell me Disney films are musicals.
If it is a musical, it
Well,
is.
technically, they're not, but they have musical elements to them. Musicals, the dialogue is embedded in the music.
No,
Wait. Some musicals don't do that actually.
Yeah. Which we can talk about.
We're gonna
the way
leave
they
that
do
question
in
up to
this
you
one.
guys. Put your opinion in the comments down below. What do you think?
What
Do you think
counts as
Disney
a
movies
musical?
are
Yeah, Grayson and
musicals?
Lachlan.
Oh yeah, Lachlan, let us know if you think Disney films are musicals or not. Leave it down below. And without further ado, let's get on to the actual musical, Hamilton.
It stars and is created by Lin-Manuel Miranda. It also stars Philippa Sue, Leslie Odom Jr., Renee Elise Goldsberry, David Diggs, among other people. There are a lot of people in this thing. Yeah. And who's it filmed by, Dio?
The filming was done by Declan Quinn. I think it was filmed in like 2016?
2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've been sitting on this for 4 years.
Yeah.
I see.
Well,
And don't
because
forget the
like
guy under the stage.
it still makes money live, so why release the fucking recording?
That's true.
True.
So, what are our general consensus? You know, our first, it's just a little rough. Did you like it or did you not like it?
After watching 2 days ago, was it? I like it.
You like it? Yeah.
Mr. Sunday.
What about you, Sunny?
I genuinely just like everything I watch. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good, yeah.
I personally, I thought it was very, very good. I loved it. It was, but we'll get into why that is. soon.
Yes, we will.
Let's talk about acting. How was the acting?
Good, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
They're good actors, cause that's their job.
Yeah.
They've been in theater for I don't know how long, but I'm guessing they're pretty good at their job. I also think they're good for the job.
Yeah, I thought they were absolutely brilliant at acting, and like the singing and rapping and stuff from them was also really good. Because I mean, it's Broadway, you'd have to be good to do this.
Yeah, Broadway.
Anything you guys want to add to that?
Well, as my first impression on this musical,
Yeah,
it's quite a unique musical compared to the other musicals I've watched in my lifetime, since it incorporates rap, and I like that fact.
Yes.
yeah, it really modernizes this like really old story and presents it to the modern audience, and with like it wasn't just rap; it had like a wide variety. It was like rap, there was blues, I think. There was
there's some blues, beatbox.
there was
Yeah, well,
R&B.
Yeah, it incorporates modern hip hop R&B aesthetics,
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd say, which
Yeah.
is unique and what sets it apart from other musicals today.
Yeah. And as you remember what you were saying before that like something or other about the Disney stuff and how they mostly deliver they like they're not musicals because they deliver lines or something. Well,
There's
this one, I'd say pretty much every line, even
is
just like normal dialogue, is rapped, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very cool.
Well, in Disney movies, they have more lines than music, I'd say.
Mm.
Well, it really depends on the movie.
Depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, yeah,
Um.
true.
Yeah. Any standout actors you want to talk about?
I like the French guy.
Yes.
Marquis de Lafayette
Yeah, yeah.
That's David Diggs. He
Yep.
plays Marquis de Lafayette. Yeah,
and
and
Thomas
Thomas
Jefferson.
Jefferson in the second act. He was
Yeah.
brilliant. He was so good. Oh my god, I loved him.
He
Yeah.
played two roles and he
It
played them
reminds me
well.
of the rap battle scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was funny.
Yeah, it was really clever. When they're doing like political debates and stuff, they would incorporate rap battles as the debating thing, which is fit with everything. And it was very nice.
Yeah.
Fits with the hip hop theme.
Yeah,
Mm.
Oh, speaking of rap battles, and like,
yeah.
they also incorporate like hip hop references, which you guys probably didn't get, but I
Or like
enjoyed
the
quite a bit.
crack commandments or something.
Yeah, the Ten Crack Commandments, the Biggie
I listened to
Smalls
that
thing.
after when you told me. Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
yeah, good. You listened to it.
yeah.
The
It's good.
Biggie Smalls thing, that you don't know now you know thing, and they also had like, I think a Grandmaster Flash reference, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, hip hop references. That means they did their homework, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we think about Lin-Manuel Miranda, the main character, Alexander Hamilton?
Yeah, I think
Fit the character.
yeah, he played the
Well
character
executed.
quite well. He
Yeah,
I guess he really conveyed that Hamilton is going for something above him.
yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
Ambition.
Yeah, yeah, he's a very ambitious person, and he'll do
Yeah.
anything to reach that goal.
Yeah, yeah. Other characters that stood out to you?
How about
Eliza, Hamilton's wife.
Yes. Oh my God, she was so. Like, I actually felt so much emotion from her, and I was like, I felt when stuff. I don't know how we're gonna do spoilers for this. Is it really a spoiler when it's like based on history?
well, don't get too specific at least.
Okay. Well, when
Yeah.
stuff happens with her, I really felt that was like so emotional. She did such a good job at portraying all the stuff that happened. I thought she was fantastic. That's Philippa Sue, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get a? I was gonna say a hands up, but we're not gonna be able to see a hands up. Can we get like a aye to who cried? Aye
What?
aye.
When you
No.
cried? Whoa.
Kind of. I was like, I was doing aye, not aye aye. It was like I was on the
Half cry.
verge. Half cry. There you go. I
Yeah,
felt
yeah.
the emotion run through me.
See, this is a
Felt the
perfect
tears
spectrum
flowing. Yeah.
because I did not cry. You half cried. Jack, did you cry?
I felt emotion. I didn't cry.
Okay, then Sunny, you're the one crying.
Yes. I'm. Don't, remember, everyone. I'm a 5-year-old on the inside.
Yeah.
And the person who played John Lawrence and Hamilton's son.
Oh, that was a very sad moment
Oh
later
yeah.
on. But yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Hamilton's
Oh
son.
no, King George. King George.
Oh, King
Oh,
George.
Olaf,
Yeah.
wait, Olaf.
Yeah.
He's played by Olaf's actor from Frozen, for you guys at home.
Yes.
He was fantastic. I'm pretty sure he got a some sort the music. The musical awards thing they do. He got an award for
Oh
that.
yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, he
but-
did.
For his role. That's Jonathan Groff, by the way.
Well, he's a traditionally a theater actor, is he?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right.
And then he went to Frozen for a bit.
Yeah.
I
I
see.
think they were all traditionally theater actors, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I expected. But like the
And then
Olaf, him being Olaf was like a side thing.
Mm.
yeah, actually a lot of people in this have gone on to like movies and stuff, especially like Lin-Manuel Miranda, who you may
Yeah,
know from stuff like Mary Poppins and stuff.
I see. Well, especially to
Cool.
Disney movies because they have to sing and dance and do stuff like that.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, makes
Disney live
sense.
action movies.
Yeah.
All right. So, what shall we get on to next?
What do we? Is it plot? Is that what we talk about next?
Should we talk about music?
All
Since
right,
it's a
music.
musical.
Oh yeah, sure. We actually have something to talk about. Unlike last time, we kind of just like went, "Oh, let's
Yeah,
go."
just like
I've got a bit more to say.
soundtrack. Yes. This time, like I don't watch much musicals. I can't relate much, but I'll just say it was good. I like the music.
I actually like listen to the soundtrack now, not just
Yeah,
like yeah,
Oh
like
yeah.
the music itself is even it's actually like good music that I will listen to in my spare time, which I
You
don't
know,
normally do for other musicals.
when me and Jack were watching, our other friend, he
Scummo from
messaged me
marketing.
after. Sorry,
Scummo from marketing. Scotty from marketing,
Yeah,
right?
Scotty from marketing. Yeah, he messaged me after, and he was like, "Are the songs stuck in your head?" And I was like, "Surprisingly not."
Same.
Really, man, really?
Yeah, I would have expected to have some songs stuck in my head, but I couldn't remember a single thing except for like maybe 10 Dual Commandments.
What about I'm not throwing away my shot.
Dude, I genuinely can't remember how that went.
I remember that, but
It's
it didn't get
yeah,
stuck in my head though.
It's so weird. I normally have these so stuck in my head,
yeah.
but for some reason this one just didn't click for me. Like it didn't not click for me. It just I don't remember anything.
Maybe it was like
Uh,
since there's so many rap lines, it overwhelmed your mind, so you didn't remember any of the
Yeah,
lines.
Mine's just blown by all of the words.
yeah. I'm just mentally boomed from all the things that happened in this musical.
Yeah. Do you guys have any standout songs you'd say? For you, Sonny, it's the Ten Jewel Commandments, yeah.
Only because it's the only one I kind of remember.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
yeah, the cabinet battle 1 and 2 were both pretty good.
Yeah,
Just because it was like a rap battle.
yeah, that was cool.
one of my
What
favorite
about you, Tia?
songs is the no song. You remember that one? The no means yes.
Oh, don't say no to this, something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, say no to this.
Say no to this, yeah.
it's
Oh, I like
very.
that song, yeah. Even
It's
though
a
I
nice
absolutely
and
hate
like,
that moment
Oh
in the
yeah, I remember that.
musical, but like, yeah.
but the song is like nice and what do you call it? Melodic, I guess. I like that. I like that part of the movie because it's a contrast to compared to all the rapping, so it stood out to me.
Yeah.
Right.
That being said, like there's other singing parts like the from Eliza's singing bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also stood out because it was different. But like lyrically in the raps, they're pretty clever.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they are.
They're real clever. They
Yeah.
really implemented the history aspect and also the rhyming bit.
Yeah.
It goes well together. They wrote it well. I'll
Yeah.
give them applaud for that.
And that was written by Lin-Manuel Miranda himself.
How was it?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. Uh,
Also, like background music wise, if I remember correctly, very mostly it's like R&B ish.
yeah.
There's some bits where they reference things and it goes to a different style, which complements that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
overall, fits pretty well.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Next thing, let's talk a bit about cinematography, I think. Is that the next one?
Sure. Well, most of it is like pretty basic cinematography because like it's a Broadway show. They already made the show to be seen in that one stage, so the camera guy doesn't have to do much.
So for like dramatic moments, you would like zoom in on actors and stuff, which was created a
Yeah,
bit more of the movie
but
feel.
that's like pretty obvious to an obvious thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, the characters never looked at the camera, if you notice. If, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, because they're
So it's like it feels they do make it feel a bit more cinematic than
mm,
a recording, you know. So I think they did a pretty good job at doing that. Yeah.
yeah. Well, speaking of like cinematography, I think like the set in general gives
Yeah.
it has more credit in creating that feel.
Oh yeah, with the rotating stage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked really well, I think.
Oh yeah, what did we think about just like the visuals in general?
I think it was like the way they worked around the ones that they had. It was pretty creative, and it was executed well.
Yeah.
Well, I
Sorry if you
guess
can hear my mum cheering for some sports team in the background.
yeah, the sharks, mate.
uh,
I bet fucking Scotty's watching the sharks, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my favorite like visual moments in the musical. Do you guys remember? Wait, hold on. I have to find what the song was called. Satisfied, where what's her name? Not Eliza. Angelica is singing,
Oh
and
yeah,
then she like does that rewind thing, and then it does like the
Oh
stage return.
yeah.
It's
I
like
remember
slow motion.
that.
That was really cool. For
It was
Yeah, it
cool.
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Without the use of like editing or like, whatever.
Yeah, it's all
They executed that
live.
really well and really conveyed to like I would if they didn't do it as well as they did, I don't think I would have like realized it was a flashback because I'm just stupid. So yeah, they executed that well.
yeah. They did. They did.
It's kind of like a you have to do it well live because it's Broadway, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, speaking of which, I just remembered the music is all played live.
yeah.
it
It
is.
is.
Yeah,
It is. The little hamster man conducting and
Yeah,
yeah,
you can see his head a couple of
yeah.
times.
yeah.
So yeah, that's
Uh,
pretty dope. La
yeah.
music. Let's see if his name is here in the credits somewhere. Music, not ta. I can't find it, but good job, dude.
Top stuff.
Yeah. And then I forgot what I was going to say, but go on.
Uh,
What's next?
uh, uh, uh,
Story?
story.
Jack?
Oh, sorry. So story wise, it's a historical story, true story. Well, mainly true, I'd say. Some of it they said was they weren't sure about, but like it's based on
Based on a
somebody's
true event.
writing, so yeah,
I think that a lot of this was true,
yeah,
particularly just the major events.
yeah,
Not sure about some of the smaller events, but definitely the like historical events and like major plot points. They were definitely real.
yeah,
Oh, you know who we forgot to mention?
yeah.
That fucking the dude who killed him.
Wait, are we okay?
It
I
was in
think we can say
it was in the
this.
intro.
Yeah,
It's in
in
his
the intro,
intro.
they do it like a Shakespearean play where they like tell you what's gonna happen, and then they go into the rest of it.
Yeah.
What was his name? I
He
forgot.
was really good. His
Aaron
name is
Burr,
Leslie
sir?
Yeah,
Odom.
Yeah.
He can rap, and he can like he's one of the better singers in the entire thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, he sings
Agreed.
quite
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah, he had really good singing moments. Like you remember Wait for It?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a really good character as well. In
Yeah, there's a
the
real
story.
yeah. His relationship with Hamilton, it's like they're very similar, but like they're opposites. You know,
Yeah.
and it creates a really good dynamic. And like when he does eventually kill him, they kind of they do explain like why and stuff throughout the musical, and I felt like it was like it's not like he just suddenly kills him. They like really fleshed out his character, so you like understand, and you both like you're mad at him, but you also feel sympathetic for him.
True.
Yeah.
Then how it be? It's like, yeah, story wise. Wait, what were we talking about?
Yeah, let's talk about
writing, right? Stories, writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that relates
I mean,
to
we-
the story.
Yeah. We kind of talked about the writing because it's heavily related to the music. Like, if the music was
Yeah.
written well, the story was generally written well.
How about like pacing? Pacing.
The
Pacing was
first
pretty.
act was very fast paced,
Yeah, very quick
I think.
for a while.
Yeah.
The second
was-
act definitely slowed down quite a bit, but it didn't really detract from anything.
Definitely not. Yeah.
But I feel like it slowing down kind of pushes up the dramatic moments.
Yeah, it does.
Create some tension as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a bit more personal into like Hamilton's life, because like the first act is more of like everyone together revolution, and then Act 2 is like it's like Hamilton slowly like succumbing to his ambition,
I think it
and
goes along with the story. Like the first act was like the revolution, so everyone's like up in arms, very
Yeah.
excited, very quick. And
Yeah.
then in the second to latter half, Hamilton settles down, kind of, right? Well, not really, but like they're not in the war anymore.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
followed by slowing down. Yeah.
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 Yeah. We are struggling.
Don't worry, I'll make it seem that we are continuously talking by cutting it
Yeah.
out.
Good.
Oh, one thing I heard another YouTuber talk about. I'm not sure if you'll agree with this.
Yeah.
Since a lot of it's like rap and stuff, right? They talk about a lot of things when sometimes they could have shown a bit more. What do you guys have to say about that?
Well, like as in like their
E-
actions or
Yeah.
like events. Their
Like
Event.
when they talk about the war and stuff, it was more like they do a bit of like
Oh, yeah.
dance. They didn't really like show them like
the war.
it was a bit yeah.
I feel like having just like a war scene just in the middle kind of would kind of detract from it, but that I'm not sure.
Am I'm not saying I necessarily agree with this statement. I'm just saying because I can't really think of negatives for this movie, so I was just like I gotta find something. I can't really.
Well, it could help if they did a war scene, if they did it well and it didn't distract from like the main point.
Yeah.
But I guess they decided to not do that because that's what the writers felt. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, to add on to that, we don't see like the circumstances of how some of the people died. Like we hear that like John Lawrence died. Oh,
cut that out, Theo, please. We can't say that.
This is not the spoiler zone yet, so.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you're saying when some characters die.
Some characters die.
Yeah.
That's true.
Also, they do some like really grand farewells for like George Washington. But what about my boy Lafayette when he like disappeared? We got no farewell for it.
Hello?
Very
Yeah,
distant.
because
Wait.
he's stuck in California somewhere, and they're in New
No,
York.
he's in France, mate.
No, he died in fucking. He died
He
for
didn't
the
die.
slaves, bro.
Spoilers? Hello?
No. Wrong character, dear.
Who the fuck is he?
Lafayette. The French guy.
Didn't he die?
No, he was just in France. But we're gonna cut this whole bit out, right?
Yeah, cut this entire bit out because like I'll
Sure.
explain the spoiler now. So it's Lawrence who dies, which we can talk about in spoilers because that's something I want to talk about.
Alright.
Yeah, but like anyway, I think Lafayette doesn't really get a good farewell, and I love Lafayette. He was my
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Oh, it was sad.
Yeah.
Just had to up and go when we could have had more from him.
Yeah, I really do be like that. But then they introduced Thomas Jefferson, and he was so good.
Aye.
Oh my god.
Yes, without
Yes.
Lafayette leaving, we wouldn't have had the rap battle of a century.
That's true. That's true.
Epic history rap battles.
Yeah.
Do we have something else to, before we go into the spoilers? Though?
Well, I just want to ask you guys: did you find anything negative about the movie?
I'm not very critical about anything. I don't pick up on these kind of things, so I would say no. I don't really find anything that I particularly didn't like.
What about you, dear?
Well, comparing it to like other musicals I've watched, but I haven't watched like much musicals,
Yeah.
but I watched a bit. Like it's pretty engaging, and I can't really see much wrong with it because I'm not really like a musical expert though. It would have been good if he got like fucking Lachlan or something, because he's a musical guy.
Well, we can just get Lachlan to write an essay in the comments section,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that, Lachlan? Write an essay.
please, to save us.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't really find anything big about it being negative.
Yeah.
Does that suggest you found something small?
Well, I guess it's not so much of a bad thing, but like the rapping might be overwhelming in some bits, but it also works at the same time, so I don't fucking know.
All right.
I feel like it works to like fit the intensity of the situation. Maybe sometimes it might have felt like it was a little too much.
Yeah. They gotta throw like a lot of shit at you, like years of stuff in like the span of 2 hours and 40 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
Because this is adapted from like a biography or something.
I see.
Yeah. Anyway, spoiler section?
You have your fucking recorder, mate?
Yeah. Spoiler zone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Remember, if you don't want to see this, just this part of the video.
Timestamp on the screen right now.
Yep.
Alrighty, boys.
So do we break it down like we did last time with like we go through the plot from the beginning to the end?
All right.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long, right?
No.
Through the lens.
We're 30 minutes in now.
Okay, let's start.
We're on schedule. We're on schedule.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
First major scene was it's in the introduction to Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
He raps about himself being a orphan
orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman.
Yeah.
In the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean. Yeah.
Born in the Caribbean, son of a whore.
Yeah.
And a bastard.
Yes, mate.
And then he moves to the promised land called America to pursue his education.
Yeah.
There he meets Burr.
Sir
Aaron Burr.
Burr.
Yeah. And from the beginning, you get a pretty good introduction to Burr. He says, what's that line? Talk less, smile more, and that kind of sums up his whole philosophy. which
Where?
comes back later in the at the end of they do a lot of really good referencing stuff throughout the play, like referring back to old stuff. It's
Yeah.
like every line really feels like it meant something,
Yep.
at least to me.
And
Yeah.
what Burr's philosophy directly contradicts what Hamilton is all
Hamilton.
about,
Yeah.
which is like exclaiming his stance on things.
And doing everything as quick as possible,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he meets John Lawrence, who becomes like his best friend, I think.
And
Lafayette.
also Lafayette Mulligan.
Yeah, Hercules
In the-
Mulligan, Charles Louis.
Yes, mate. Yes, mate.
Name drop.
Yeah. And
Sorry,
they talk
Charles.
about not throwing away their shot.
Yeah. Isn't that what Hamilton and the boys did? Yeah.
Then they meet the Schuyler sisters, yeah?
Oh wait, before that there's the story of tonight.
Yeah, that's where
Oh well,
they,
that's part of the same act. That's part of the same thing, but it's just another song. Okay, so yeah, the Schuyler sisters after that.
yeah, they meet. So the Schuyler sisters, who are they? They're
Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy.
and Peggy, the Schuyler sisters. Yeah.
JPEG Mafia.
I think Patronus Gold will make a good Schuyler sister.
Really? Oh,
He's got the sass.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
and
up.
then what's after?
King George comes in to play
I-
to kind of like break up the sections a bit, and like when something major happens, then King George will come in. They do that throughout the play.
Mm,
It's very entertaining, very nice.
very funny. Oh my days.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were watching it and then we didn't really. Yeah, obviously we paid attention to it. We paid more attention to when his saliva came out of his mouth. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yes. That was good.
That was.
Yeah.
After that, we meet George Washington.
Yeah, the general, dude. He's a general in the.
Yeah, at this point they
So-
are in the process of the revolution.
Yes.
And then Hamilton, he wants to be a soldier at that point, right? He wants to like fight.
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
wants to fight in the front lines.
Yeah.
He becomes Washington's right hand man and does like writing and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but instead he became Washington's secretary.
Then we get to the wedding. Well,
Nah,
at the
bro,
ball.
we're gonna explain the
Hold
fucking
your
Burr
horses,
billing.
mate.
But at,
what?
at
Yeah.
that point, Burr also wanted to be Washington's secretary, but that job
Oh,
was
yeah,
given
yeah.
to fucking
Yeah.
Hamilton,
Yeah.
and that didn't go well with him. So
Yeah,
that's another thing
Yeah.
that really showed how opposite they were. Like, Hamilton wants to go all out in the front lines, and Burr wants to actually do the secretary job, but it switched. Hey.
Good old switcheroo.
And that's the
And,
start of Hamilton getting in Burr's way, basically.
Yeah.
Which is, they do a fantastic job of portraying that throughout the thing. And Burr's actor, he's so good. He does his subtle facial expressions to like indicate that like he's slowly changing throughout the play. It's very good acting.
I
Yes.
think he's the character with most development
Yeah.
in the play.
Yeah.
Um,
And then after that, we
another
move
one?
on to
Next up, yeah, Hamilton meets fucking what's her name?
Eliza,
Eliza,
Angelica.
yeah. And they hooked
and
up.
yeah, they get married. Then it reveals that Angelica actually likes Hamilton. And here's an interesting little fact. In real life, it's heavily suggested that Angelica probably had an affair with Hamilton, which they do kind of hint at throughout the play as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that creates a bit of. I guess does it create tension between him and his? Well, it creates tension within Hamilton to
Yeah.
think about who he's loyal to in a way.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Also, while this is going on with Hamilton, right? Like he gets married and stuff. Burr also shows up, and then you get more of the like. They're very much like having the same things going on at the same time. Like Burr's also dealing with some like romantic thing
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
while Hamilton's doing that. So it's a good like they're really a reflection of each other.
True.
And that comes back a lot later with the when they both have children and they do that song where they're sitting like next to each other. So it's like clearly showing that it's like happening at the same, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then Charles Lee,
Who's he?
Yeah. The
he's the dude that Washington hires instead of Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
And then he's shit, and then he insults Washington, and then they
Hamilton challenges him to a duel. Well,
no,
not Hamilton.
No,
His
Lawrence.
friend there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lawrence shoots Lee, and then Hamilton is kicked out of the army, right?
He
Temporarily
is on leave.
suspended. I
Yeah.
think.
Like how James Bond gets a vacation every time he wants to do something.
Yeah.
Mm. Then Morton goes back home, and Eliza tells him that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, he focuses on his domestic life a bit.
Yeah,
Until yes.
It's like the first instance where the audience really gets a feel for what's going to happen later on, and where Hamilton has to choose between his work and having a domestic life.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Then afterwards, he's quickly called back into action as the final battle, the siege of Yorktown, is about to go down, and Lafayette has brought all of the guns and ships, and so the balance shifts, and then they go and they fight and they win, and this time Hamilton is he's not just fighting for like what he believes in, he's also fighting so he can get back to his wife and his new child.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Then they kind of like settle down and have children, right?
Yeah,
After Yorktown, there was like there was King George. King George had a song, right?
Yeah.
And then Lafayette went back to France.
And that's where I had one of my issues with the thing where did he get a good goodbye to Lafayette?
Yeah.
Or Lafayette. What a great...
And then Philip is born.
Yeah. And Burr has the daughter at the same time, Theodosia.
Yeah, right.
Did we ever see Burr's daughter? No, right?
Nah, doesn't appear.
What happened next?
He goes back into work by being Secretary of the Treasury for
Yeah, he gets
President Washington.
Yeah,
I know before that he learns that Lawrence died in a seemingly pointless battle after the war was won.
Yeah, he's trying to free slavery or something. What did you guys feel about that bit?
Well, it's
I feel like they
first close
oh shit.
death.
Sorry. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. What's the first like sad moment in the movie?
Yeah, like the first major character who like died.
Yeah.
That was close to making me cry. That was sad.
Yeah.
Like, my boy. Well, you had something to say about the way they did that, right?
But like by like anonymizing how it actually happened, I think it gives everyone like it makes everyone have that sense of guilt about and sadness about what happened. We don't know. Kind of, I feel like not showing Lawrence's death more empowered his death even more.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
they talk about that battle as just like, oh, the British were still there fighting for some reason, right?
Yeah.
So
It was
yeah,
after the war was over.
yeah,
Um. Yeah. So then he becomes Secretary of the Treasury for Washington and leaves his family again. Um. Even though Eliza wants him to stay with the family.
yeah,
And then Angelica moves to London. Yeah. That's it for
Yeah.
Act One. Yeah.
yeah. That's it, right.
All right, and then we get to Act Two. Enter the next best character after Lafayette, in my opinion, Thomas Jefferson. What a legend! He comes back from France with such a good introduction with the song "What Did I Miss." I love that song. So good.
Yeah. Banger.
And then another banger shortly after because they go into their rap battles. You know.
Yeah,
There's Senate debates portrayed
Yeah.
by rap battles.
Yeah.
See, Hamilton was trying to what you call it? Present his legislation on state debt,
Yeah.
in which the central government will cover financial debts made by the states of the United States of America. But you see, uh, Thomas Jefferson was in is in the Southern faction,
Yeah.
where they produce most of the they 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 push most of the economy of the state in that
Yeah.
era. They had the farms and shit.
Uh-huh.
So he was opposed to that.
Yeah.
He was arguing that if New York was in debt, that means fucking Virginia has to pay for that debt, which he didn't want.
Yeah.
right. Yes.
There's some context to that.
All right. And then after that, we go back to Hamilton's personal life, where Angelica has returned, and they all want to chill out, go upstate for the summer. There's a lake I know where something I can't remember the rest of that song, but yeah, but Hamilton wants to stay home instead of taking a break and trying to get his plan through Congress.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the real drama happens. Dio's favorite song comes in with the introduction
Yeah.
of Mariah
Mariah Carey.
Reynolds. Yeah. Um, who he has an affair with,
Ryan Reynolds.
and then
Mm.
he gets blackmailed by her husband.
Mr. Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, James Madison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has to pay him to keep it a secret. Uh, then we get to the room where it happens, where there's a private dinner between, correct me if I'm wrong, Hamilton, Jefferson, and
The other dude.
Madison?
Madison, James
Madison?
Madison.
Yeah. Since Hamilton can't get his legislation through, he decides
Yeah.
the only tactic to make this work is to work together with his opposition.
Yeah. And then you get to see that happen from the outsider's perspective of Burr, who he wants to be in the room where it happens. He wants that power that Hamilton basically stopped him from getting, which it comes back at the end.
Yeah.
But Burr does take the seat of Philip Schuyler, who is Hamilton's father-in-law.
Yeah. Takes his seat in the Senate.
Yeah.
And that deeply disappointed Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think of it, the room where it happens is like the one other song which I remember how it went.
I wanna be in the room where
Wherever
it
it
happens,
happens.
the room where it happens, the room where it happens.
Oh my god, this delay is gonna make it sound so bad in the final.
Oh my
cut.
god, yeah.
Let me play my recorder as well.
Oh god.
So yeah, after that, it was the second cabinet battle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one's about the
France.
French Revolution, right?
Yeah.
And fuck Hamilton. Okay, he should have helped because my boy Lafayette was up there. You know, Lafayette helped Hamilton, but Hamilton wouldn't help Lafayette.
Yeah.
But yeah, Washington agrees with Hamilton, and yeah,
It's all good.
so then as a result, Jefferson decides to run against. Well, okay, he decides to run for president. Yeah,
Yep.
and they also want to trace the money or something to find out, because Hamilton's like doing dodgy shit.
They're trying to find any dirt on Hamilton, basically.
Yeah. And
Because
also, yeah.
why did they do that? So
They could
Jefferson has like a guaranteed win, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
So they did find some like bank notes, bank transfer notes.
Yeah.
No, receipts.
Yeah.
Which leads
Also-
back to
Yeah.
when Hamilton was ransomed.
Yeah. And also, before that, Washington drops out of the race for presidency, and he retires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Washington. Washington was a good boy.
He was bold. I remember that.
He was bold. That's true.
Compared to
Was he the
history with
original
George
Melon?
Washington. Sorry?
No.
I
never
mean, he
mind.
wasn't bold in real life, was he?
Nah.
He had a wig.
Had a mad one.
In the pictures, though.
So it's like old people hair. They've got like the
Yeah.
curls on the sides.
Yeah.
Like the hair that like judges have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sideburns gone crazy.
True that.
After that, King George has another one. Has another song. Talking about
because he was commenting
John
about
Adams.
the presidential run in America
Yeah.
at that time.
And
I'm gonna
then John
tear
Adams.
it to
comes
pieces.
second.
Jesus Christ, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Because apparently John Adams is an incompetent person.
Yes.
And that's true. He didn't end up being. He dropped out or some shit, right?
Who?
No.
No, he wins. He becomes president.
Yeah, he
sorry.
became
Yeah,
president.
John
I'm thinking
Adams.
of later what happened.
And no one
Yeah,
liked him.
and he fires Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And then he, in response, published a critique of the new president, Adams.
sit down, John, you fat motherfucker. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that made
And then
did that better Hamilton's reputation, or did it like lower it?
I think it just made him just like, it didn't really do anything.
Because didn't Jefferson say like after that moment, he's like, Hamilton's gone mad.
yeah, something like that. All right. Anyway, after that, they confront like Jefferson, Madison, and Burr confront Hamilton about the affair thing, and then he explains that he wasn't embezzling money and it was all his money, and then yeah, but
He
Hamilton thinks
exposed his secret.
yeah. Well, what happens is Hamilton thinks that Burr will use it against, so he just publicizes his affair anyway,
And
and
that
that
ruined
just
his family
fucks up
life.
their family, and also leads to the next big thing, the Jewel meme, because
Between his son, Hamilton's son, and George Eaker.
George is talking shit about Hamilton, mate. So Philip's like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna do something about it."
But no one talk shit about my dad. Like that.
Yeah,
Only
and
I talk
then
shit about my dad.
exactly. Um, then yeah, they have the Jewel, and he dies. Philip dies,
Because
and
he followed
that was
Hamilton's advice to point your
oh
gun
yeah,
at the sky.
yeah,
But that didn't work.
yeah,
And it would have come back in like the final bit when
yeah,
within the next duel.
yeah. That's true. What did you guys think about that? Was that sad?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Executed well? Yeah, felt that
they
sad.
really
Sad moment.
they like really hyped up the relationship between Hamilton and his son with when what Burr and Hamilton were both talking about their children.
Yeah.
And like you'll blow us all away.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
So after that, we go back to
The election of
Jefferson.
1800.
Yes. Who realizes we need Hamilton's help. We gotta get his endorsement.
Yeah, so he could
In order
become
to
president.
win against Burr.
And he's going up against yeah.
Because Burr initially got the people's, well, not vote, but he got the people's attention by
Yeah.
going door to door and like actually talking to his voters.
Oh, back before that happens, we should probably say this is actually quite far back. But the stuff happening with Eliza, you know, when she with her song like Burn and stuff like that. That was all pretty emotional stuff as well.
How about that bit where after Hamilton exposes his secret, how
Yeah.
Eliza reacted?
Yeah, I thought that was a really good song. And a good like yeah. So she essentially says that she's gonna erase herself from history because like she doesn't want people to defend Hamilton or something.
Yeah, once again she says, or like, yeah, says that basically Hamilton is prioritizing his work rather than his family
Yeah.
by doing that. Yeah. After that, what happened?
Okay. Back to
Back
1800.
to reality.
Oh, there goes crap.
Oh, he's so mad at me. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. So then Hamilton, who does he choose to endorse?
Mr. Jefferson.
Yeah, mate. Not. And that moment where he says Jefferson has my vote, and then you can just see Burr. He looks just so disappointed. That poor Burr, mate. Like up until this point, he hasn't like done anything bad. He's just like not a good candidate, you know.
Well, what do you mean? No, we can't.
Like you know, like it's
If he was
obviously
a
like Jefferson's a better choice because Burr has no actual opinion.
no, if we're thinking about this like in actual real life,
Yeah.
Burr as a candidate is still okay, cause like even if you don't say your views or like you don't choose to have extreme views like Jefferson did, he can still lead, but in not in the direction that Jefferson's gonna go. It's like fucking Biden, bro, and
Oh,
Trump.
yeah.
It's like Trump has his absolute views, while Biden is just fucking I don't know what he does, bro. He's basically the Burr, right? But like, would you rather have the shitty views of Trump, or would you rather have like Burr without views, so it's still stagnant instead of like going in the wrong direction?
Sure, sure.
Going back to the story, yeah,
Yeah.
Hamilton
So
endorses Jefferson because Burr doesn't have any absolute views that he is promoting in his campaign, while Jefferson does, which is fair.
yeah.
Fair assessment.
And you guys felt bad for Burr?
Well, Burr expected Hamilton to go on his side a bit, I guess. Well, because Jefferson and Hamilton are enemies, so he didn't think that he will endorse Jefferson.
Yeah.
So I guess that really shocked him. So
And
that
so
made him
then,
think that Hamilton will do anything to get in Burr's way.
so
That's
this had
what
to
Burr
end.
was thinking at the time, right?
Yeah. Hamilton's kept him from the room where it happened for one last time.
That's right. And
So,
that leads to the end duel.
duel, mate. And what a duel it is. They go to the place where Philip died to fight,
Yeah.
and there's lots of good songs there. There's The World Was Wide Enough, I think. No, that before that. Sorry, that was Best of Wives and Best of Women, I think. That was the duel. Actually, I
I
don't
don't
remember
know.
which one's the dueling one, but I just remember it was good. It had good stuff. Very emotional.
Wasn't it that Hamilton intentionally missed, or
Yeah,
Yeah,
did he
he
did he
fired in
put
the
it up in the
sky.
air?
Yeah, like he told Philip to do. So that was a callback to that.
Right. Yeah.
And
Throwing
then
away his shot.
Burr, Burr was a really bad shot, but he did manage to land the shot and Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Hammy
Yeah,
man.
happy man. Yeah,
Hammy man.
but like that bit where also like Burr shoots him and he goes like wait, because he didn't want it. He didn't mean to actually kill him. It was
Yeah.
very it's tragedy, you know.
Yeah, he was charged by emotion, which led to the death of Mr. Hamilton.
And then we
And
get to
then
the
it all ends.
final, yep, the final scene where Eliza basically takes back what she said and decides she would tell Hamilton's yeah, fuck, I can't even say his name. Tell Hamilton legacy and be
Yeah.
part of the narrative again. Yeah, that's basically the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Anything more you want to add before we go into our final verdicts?
I don't know.
We're just over 59 minutes in. So let's do our final verdicts.
All right.
Alright.
You want to go first?
I'll go.
But spoiler sections ended, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Final verdict time.
Take it away, Dio.
All right. Really good musical in terms of the musicals I've watched. Good writing, great music. Also, well, the writing is included in the lyrics as well. Good implementation of hip hop and rap in terms of the music. The set was really cool. And overall it fits really well together, all the elements of the historical elements, also the more modern hip hop elements. I'll give it a strong 8.
Strong 8.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give mine. Um, So yeah, basically everything you said. Good musical. The music is absolutely so. I think the music alone is like a 10, honestly.
Okay, yeah.
Because I love the soundtrack and I still listen to it. The acting and stuff is all exceptional. The singing's all good. I'd say that the story is also quite exceptional. I love the dynamic between. Also, I love the
I
dynamic. Okay, can I redo that little
sure.
bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, the story is quite exceptional, and I like the dynamic between Burr and Hamilton, and all the emotional stuff in it was very emotional, very poignant. Um, Everyone did such a great job, and the cinematographer captured this. They really did manage to capture the magic of the musical, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
didn't really lose anything. I'd say the only negative is maybe like some of it was a bit too paced, and we brushed over stuff that could have been important, like Lafayette leaving, because I thought he deserved
Yeah.
a bit more of a farewell. So I give Hamilton, Disney Plus's Hamilton, a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
All right, time for your boy with the trash takes because he doesn't have any.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched any musicals before. I liked it. Yeah, 9 out of 10. 9.5, 9.
All right.
All right,
All
I'd
right.
say an average score of maybe
Same with
light 9 or
yeah,
something.
light 9.
Yeah,
like 9. Yes.
light 9. That's good. That's good. Yeah. There we have it. Sonny, you wanted to like say something about the channel or something?
Just like discussion about how we're doing.
I think
It is like,
we're doing.
all right. When we were recording the first, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna turn out like the best shit show we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched the final product, and yeah, it was even better than I first imagined.
It's pretty shit.
Yeah.
But hey,
I rated uh a solid 0.69 out of 100.
but I'd say
Fully
like
beautiful.
this episode went
Better.
yeah, it went better. We had an actual structure this time because we did last time.
Yeah. And now and we can actually like cut a bit more out now, right?
Yeah,
And we don't have as much awkward silences
true.
when no one's talking. Still gonna work on that. Make sure you subscribe so you can keep watching our trash videos and watch us progress into an even worse show.
Oh yeah, Lachlan and Grayson, please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't forget Lachlan for
Comment.
expecting a 2,000-word essay in the comment section.
Also, please tell us what you want us to review, because I mean, I have. Oh, by the way, for the next review, if you guys are interested, because this is a new release that came out. There's a movie called Relic, with it's a horror movie, and I don't know if you guys like horror. I know Dio likes horror movies.
I think horror movies are funny, bro.
Yeah, so that looks really interesting, and it's a new release.
Fun fact: I've
Yep.
never fully watched a horror movie.
Then it's done. We are gonna watch Relic.
All right.
We're ready to
Okay.
see a reaction to a horror movie.
Thank you for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to. See you again in the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.